This year, Rutz Hutt Old Bike Night absolutely set the record for the most bikes ever in attendance. They were going down the road in about a half mile in each direction, double and triple parked. But it turned out to be, because of the perfect weather, it just couldn't have been a nicer night. And it ended with a really nice burnout contest that somehow the police didn't seem so entertained by. Not sure why they weren't entertained. Okay, we finally made it here, and we're an hour early, and there's already half of the parking lot full. So, of course, it is Old Bike Night here at Rutz Hut, and you got to start the night out with a couple of, these are called rippers, and they are rippers. And we'll go look at the motorcycles. And because we're early, we get a chance to take pictures of some of the bikes without too many people bumping into us. And of course, the leader of the show, the HRD, the Vincent. Now the bikes are divided up into classes, the British bikes and being one class, and there were some really nice examples, BSAs, Triumphs. This one in particular was really whistle clean. Now, I was out riding today, and of course, I went down there. I was hungry when I got there, and those hot dogs, if you've never had one of those, they are really good, and they are filling, believe me. There were some absolutely spotless, beautiful Kawasaki Zs, and several of them, several stock ones, and several drag bikes, and some bikes that looked like they absolutely were total show bikes.
I like trying to shoot on this running in 5 minutes. This is not a rebuild with all new bits. These are all original cuts. That's why even the headlight and the two front down tubes are original paint. Then they had to paint them.
Now my bike was the only GS 1100 entered there among all the Kawasaki's and Hondas, and it actually stood out in the crowd because it was the only Suzuki. In the past, there's been other Suzukis, not tonight. Because I'm there really early, about a half hour early, I did manage to walk around and get some pictures of all the early birds. These are the early birds that got there before the crowd started coming in, but by around 5, it came in. Now, much like bikes and breakfast, there's really a wide variety of bikes. There's really something to entertain everybody. There were some sidecars. There was a car engine bike, among other things. Something for everybody.
tough. Nobody wants to.
At a Harleys have their own class, and there were some really custom Harleys, some really spectacular bikes that paintwork. I've got some of them on in the later in the video. Some trikes and a car engine bike. Now I realized right away it was a really good move getting there early, and it doesn't take long, and the parking lot fills right up, and then they start parking on the street. But it was good to get there early.
So I never recommend anybody ever land or something. I sold the house.
Now I saw this beautiful RD400. This is a 76, and that is the original, one of the original ones I had. I had a 76, and this one was in really, really nice shape.
Yeah, now that you're here, everything's done.
There was so much traffic.
Oh, I forgot this truck flies right over traffic. I forgot about that. I didn't hit any of that. So it's almost time to start. We're almost at starting time, and a third of the parking lot's full already.
You from Bergen County or you from Florida? My name's Chris. Nice to meet you. My buddy Guy. Guy.
Nice to meet you, sir.
What's your name?
Vincent.
Told them about Todd. 2 years from going out for it.
I said, don't squeeze in. It doesn't look like you need to. I said, no. I said,
Some of the Kawasaki drag bikes that were there were just spectacular. Beautifully detailed, a lot of chrome, a lot of little custom features, custom exhausts. And of course, at the end of the night, we had our little burnout contest out on the main road. Very cool.
It's a small one too. I don't.
And these Kawasaki's had, all of them had beautiful little detailing, custom seats, custom wheels, custom drag exhausts. It just, you had to look at them real close. They just were a bunch of very well detailed drag bikes. They're all starting to roll in now. The famous people are here. The world famous. Come on, Joe, where's your Ducati? Come on.
You're in now.
Hey, Joe. There you go.
My medicine.
That's cool. You can see the gears.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah.
The colors got classic. You can see the gears in the engine.
Or if you put a cockroach in there, you can see them too. Look at the seat. Very nice.
The oil's getting around.
Yeah, I guess so. Very nice. Boy, that's authentic too. And this was an absolutely beautiful bevel drive Ducati. It had a lot of little polished parts, and the tank with the see-through that you could see the fuel level, little clear on the tower of the Desmo drive. You could look in and see the gears, and beautiful gold wheels. It just a lot of little details. You had the seat. You had to look at it close. Smile, my name is Sue. How do you do? And she's not even a prisoner. She wants to have. Tell us about your bike.
I have a 1955 R25 I've had for almost 30 years. One kick of a monkey, and it's great. I love it.
You're always lucky, though. Hey, great. See, this is known as cheating when you wipe the bike off after you get to the show.
Well,
that's a beauty.
That's what he did. He was wiping down his bike, and
Well, we're starting to get some people rolling in now. It's starting to, you can see the lot is maybe 3/4 full, and we're only into it a half an hour. So what happened? This started 20 minutes ago. Started at 5 o'clock, and there's probably 500 motorcycles in this parking lot right now. And as soon as it gets dark, there'll be another 500.
push rod, had someone pick me up, went back, and half an hour back in front of me. And I'm like, I'm going home.
You have to go to that tent. That's just where the
I'm not, you know.
right by the tent. You have to fill out a form, and then I'll show you where to park. I think because we share the bikes for breakfast if we go to them. I think that was...
Has anyone found a key ring? A red tag saying motorcyclist. A young man here has lost some keys. Key ring with a red tag saying motorcyclist.
Show me how old you are. Look at this.
63!
We're sucking in new subscribers every minute. Look at it, even knows how to ride a sidecar. Holy, hey! You watch that channel, you won't get old. You won't get old. You won't need that minoxidil, none of that stuff. None of that Nutrisystem stuff, nothing.
So if
You look just like me. Here's a man who wants to be famous. You just keep watching those windy videos, you'll be famous. The state police will know where you live. They track your GPS. Okay, so tell us the story of the dog. This dog belongs to you so far? Okay, the dog wants to go for riding a sidecar. Is that the deal?
That's the deal.
Okay.
That's Anarchy.
Okay.
And when I get my pension check, she's
Oh!
Anarchy.
Do you really want to go for a sidecar ride,
And
Poopsie?
when she acts like an asshole, she's
Oh,
malarkey.
please take me for
But
a
today,
ride.
she's Anarchy.
This guy doesn't feed me at all.
She don't like to
Put him in a sidecar. Come on.
Rip her hot dog.
Come on. Give her a hot dog. Give it to her.
Thank you.
Hey, Oscar. Hey. There's the man. Oh, wait. Take him for a ride. Go ahead. Show where the shifter is. You want a
Yeah.
shift? Hey, we're getting a flat. Here's the spare tire, kid. How cute is that? Oh, yay! 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 The crowd is all coming in now. They're all coming in. They heard Oscar is here. What's that? Hey, Oscar.
You got to park next to the Japanese flag, right? Is that the whole point of the whole thing?
Yes, yeah, the whole point, right. And they put my bike under the Japanese flag. They should put. I should have brought a Ukrainian flag. I got a Ukrainian flag at my house.
I know where Gary's is in Little Falls. Is he here?
So they still have drag racing at Island Dragway. Can you imagine? Back in the day.
No, that's
That's a DUCATI.
Oh, you know what? I did see that in the video.
What I saw my son recently.
I work in a building with all 30-year-olds.
The suspension of the day.
Well, we're exactly an hour into it already. I'm sure they're going to set a record tonight. It is a beautiful, beautiful night for a meetup like this. Wow. Could not be better. Now, usually when I'm shooting a meetup of any motorcycle group, I try my best to get as many of the bikes as possible. I realized very early on with the amount of bikes that were there, and more were coming in by the minute, we were already into it about an hour. This usually lasts 4 hours. And I wasn't going to be able to get video of everybody's bike, but I did try to get pictures of as many as I could. Keep in mind, though, as the night went on, this just got so crowded, it was hard to walk the grid. It was hard to even move people that were trying to leave before the end of the night. But I did try to capture as many of the bikes as possible. And there seemed to be a wide variety of every manufacturer, every type of bike, from three-wheelers to gold wings to adventure bikes, sport bikes. But of course, the focus of the night is on the old bikes that we're competing for, and I don't know what the prizes are, but they're having a private little contest right up against the fence, and it's all roped off for the contestants. Yeah, when you have the money, life is good. Some exotic paint here. A lot of bikes with exotic paint here. one of the things that's a little difficult to do is to capture the atmosphere. I always think when I'm at a bike meetup, I like to hear the bikes in the background. I like in this case, there's people drag racing up and down Route 21 during the whole night. And I like to capture some of the background noise, some of the people that are laughing. A lot of people having a great time. A lot of people eating hot dogs here. This is, if you come to this event, come hungry. Once you have 1 or 2 of these hot dogs, you'll be back for 2 more. And in my case, you'll be back for 2 more later on. And then, hey, before the night ends, we'll have 2 more. And then you go home and have indigestion for the whole weekend.
I've owned that R25 for very close to 30 years. So
Wow.
I got it from the original owner, and it was in pieces. And I love the bike. I'll never get rid of it because I got 2.
Come on, let's see some love. Come on. Now listen, what do you really think about a gal who has a motorcycle and doesn't ride it here? She comes by donkey cart or whatever she can by. But she wants to be famous on a windy video, and she will be. Hold it steady there. Oh, Bob V, he wants to race you for title. Go us there. Oh, they're all rolling in now. Let's see. It's an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes into it. Now this Suzuki looked really, really nice. I don't know what year it is, but it's later than the GS series that mine is. But look at the nicely detailed and everything. It's all polished parts, chrome parts. Really was nice. Nice BMW too.
I saw it on eBay, it's like 1800. It's supposed to be more reliable, but nothing beats it. You get my
And I looked around many times looking for somebody I thought might not be having a good time at this. And I didn't see anybody. And it seems like even the women that come with their boyfriends or husbands, they seem to enjoy it. And everybody likes the hot dogs, let's face it. Even if you're not into the bikes, the hot dogs are great. And there's just such a wide variety of stuff, the different brands of bikes, the different types, and the older bikes. And it is just a meetup. If you've never been there, try to put it on your calendar.
Whatever I can, I like to do it. This guy got a lot of body. He does all my work.
I showed him to do that. Push it down, second gear. And then it hits you in the shin. Yeah.
Now, it looked like at some point in time they were really running out of room for the people that were entering the old bike part of it. And he started making double rows and the bikes were getting closer together. I was getting a little nervous because I was all the way in the back by the fence here. And it really got crowded toward the end. There were really a bunch of unique Harleys.
make a blue and charcoal. I'll show you the blue and Where you guys out of? Yeah, I'm in Jersey too. I'm in Ringwood. You ride up Skyline Drive and all that through there? Nice place. Looks like you ride. What's the guy's name that used to go to the car show that had that like Tom Wood? Ralph? I saw him. Yeah, I saw him there. I'll be on the other side over there. It'll be a classic.
You got brand new tires on there?
Brand
You come for a ride with us, they won't be brand new long.
About 30 miles, I guess, put on it to get here today.
Come on, you got to show up, man.
Sure.
Forget those track days, that's for amateurs. You got to ride with Jose.
Do a sound check.
Contact. Oh, nice, nice. Somewhere later in the night, I think they had a contest to see who had the loudest bike, and I think there was about a 25-way tie, but it was fun watching them all make their bikes rev up. Now, as the sun was going down below the tree line, it just got a little cooler than it was. It was really hot in the beginning. Cooled off a little bit, and it just made taking the pictures a little bit easier, taking photographs a little nicer. The bikes, by this time, I think most of the people that were coming were already there. And I thought, well, how many more people can there possibly be? But I was wrong. They just kept coming. And they just kept coming. And it just got crowded out on the street. It was an amazing night. And everywhere you looked, new bikes was still coming in.
Oh, wow, okay. He's strong.
Let's see. Oh, look, he's got a flamethrower in the back. Oh!
All right, you ready? Yeah, how'd it go?
Really not dark enough. And they are lined up for a quarter of a mile in each direction, going all the way down. The women that make it all happen. Hey! Just one of the unique Kawasaki drag bikes.
It's starting to break up now. If you want to do that.
I did earplugs,
Good thing's wearing a jacket.
That's part of the IQ test. Check this 500 out. That's really in nice shape.